Fit&Flexi TV, I'm Ali T. We are on to week 3 of your split series. How are you getting on? Please let me know. Comment below, let me know how you're doing, how the stretches are going, if you're any closer to splits, if you found anything particularly easy or particularly difficult, let me know and I will get back to you or add it into the videos as we go along to help you as much as possible. Also make sure you're following me on Fit&Flexi on Instagram and find me on Facebook too, and you can always message me directly if you've got any other questions. So week 3, by this point you should have already done week 1 and week 2 split series, and now we're on to week 3. So before we go into this split stretch, make sure that you have warmed up with week 1, week 2, and now we're on to week 3. So our 5 flexi stretches today. Again, following on from week 2, you are aware that we are down in downward dog. So in downward dog position, in week 2 we started with our hip flexor stretch. We're going to progress that into downward dog standing splits. So place one foot flat on the floor, really push through the calf and the hamstring, and then take your other leg straight up this time, as high as you can go, and just push your hands back into the back leg so that you're taking it as high as you can. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't even matter if you're here. Just as high as you can. Stretch it up and hold so that you're stretching into a standing split. And it's to stretch through the back of the leg that is on the floor and in the hip flexor of the leg that's up. And you can bring it down, take your dog for a little walk. Well done. And we take it over to the other side. So standing split on the other side. Woo. Abs are tight for balance. Nice deep breaths. Good. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Hold the leg up there so you're strengthening the muscles at the same time. This is not easy. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Keep getting oxygen into the muscles so that you prevent the buildup of lactic acid and then you won't get a stitch. Well done, and bring it down. Excellent. That is stretch number 1. Stretch 2, we take it back to our first leg, we take it into lizard pose. You bring it into a really, really deep lunge. That's it, deep lunge, deep lunge. Good. This time, instead of going up into runner's lunge like we did last time, you're keeping it low, stretching into the back hip flexor, but also opening up the front hip. So I want you to push on the front knee and really open up the back hip. So pushing that front knee out and getting as low as you can in the front hip. Still squeezing the glutes, still pushing the pelvis underneath, not just collapsing into it. Keeping that back leg taut and active. That keeps the heart rate up, keeps the muscles nice and warm, and then you can gently ease lower and lower. Good. If you feel comfortable, you can come down onto your forearms and really stretch through the back of the leg. Good. Your back leg should still be active, so it's engaged, the glutes engaged, the quad is engaged, and the toe is on the floor. That's what's going to help you stretch through the hip flexors and take your pelvis into more of like an over split. That's it. Rather than relaxing down on the floor, it makes the stretch very different. Try to keep it up and stretch through that back hip flexor. Good. Again, you can just sway forwards and backwards or open up your knee wherever your body needs that little wiggle. Really feel that stretch. Good. Lovely. Take it back into plank position. Whoa, that's going to work your abs, and take it over to the other side. Good. So a nice deep lunge on the other side. Good. Really squeezing the back glute. The back leg is active. Opening up the front hip. Front leg is out to the side. And then if you're feeling stretchy enough, bringing it down to the floor. Good. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. Keeping that back leg active and relax. Good. Take it back into downward dog. Push it back and drive through the legs and walk it out. Excellent. Stretch number 3. We're bringing it into a glute stretch. So you bring the first leg, you bring your knee to your elbow and your foot to your opposite hand. And then slowly slide your back leg down so that it's flat on the floor. Your front leg should be in a right angle position. Your back leg should be straight. Good. And you want your hips to be as on top of your front leg as possible. So you're not just skew width and sitting sideways. You're sitting your hips up onto your front leg as much as you can. So you're feeling a glute stretch through the front leg, glute, and down the side of the quad and the IT band, and through the back hip flexor and quad. So you can really feel that there. Fantastic. As you can see, we're starting to get more into static stretches now. There's still a little bit of movement in between the static stretch to keep that heart rate up. But as you're in the static stretches, you can bring the heart rate down a little and really stretch to the muscle's maximum ability. So you're not pushing it too far, stay nice and relaxed. It can be easy to get frustrated with yourself. If you want to push further, then you can go, but don't be tempted to at all, because you're just going to set yourself back. Just stay nice and relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the stretchier you'll be. Put on your favourite tunes, maybe light some candles or some incense, and just make sure you're nice and relaxed as you're stretching. Do whatever suits you to make you relax. That's why if you watch yoga as well, or practice yoga, it's a lot to do with the energy in your body and your mindset, as well as just easing into the stretches. It's not to do with forcing yourself to get to a particular position and getting annoyed with yourself if you're not there, because that's the opposite of what you want to be doing. No shaking, no pain. We just want to ease ourselves gently into the stretches. Good. Then bring it up, take it back to downward dog. Give it a little walk out, so you're getting a workout between each stretch. And raise that heart rate, stay nice and warm. And bring the second leg to the front into your glute stretch. So your front leg should be in a right angle as much as possible. The flexier you are, the easier that is going to be. So again, don't get upset with yourself if this is the first time you've done it and it's really, really tight and you're here and it's hurting. You're doing really well as long as you can feel it in the right place, which is down the side of your glutes, here, sort of feeling, and down your IT band, down the side of the leg. That's where we want to be feeling it. If it feels comfortable enough, then you can lie over the top and really get a nice deep stretch through the muscles. Keep it here. We're doing some static stretching to really get into those muscles deep. Fantastic. Good. And then relax. Push back to downward dog again. Walking it out. Have another little stretch. Have another relax. Have another shake off. And then bring your first leg forward again into that glute stretch. This time we're going to add on a quad stretch. So your back leg is going to bend up as well as your front leg bending. You're taking your front arm, which is opposite to your back leg, over the top of you to try to hold on to your toe. So you're stretching through the back quad and through the front glute and IT band. That's it. So you're in a little stretch of the whole body, both legs in a stretch. Good. Hold it here, and you want to breathe. Nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, pull that foot towards the bum even more. That's it. So you should feel it through the back leg in the quad. So you're in a quad stretch. You're stretching through the back leg, back quad and back hip flexor, front glute and front IT band. Okay, so if you want more of a stretch, you can actually grab hold of the back leg with the same hand as leg going back, place it into your elbow crease and place your other hand over the top for a mermaid pose. So imagine you're sitting on a rock and you're posing on top of the rock in mermaid pose. Good. Just going to stretch through the back and through the legs. And then again, if you want even more of a stretch, you can take it into king pigeon, where you hold on to your back leg with the opposite arm to toe and relax the head back. and relax it down. But obviously that's a progression. So if this is the first time you're doing week 3, then you can just hold it here and hold the back leg up. So you're stretching your quad and your glute and your IT band. Excellent. And we take it over to the other side, take it back to that downward dog, uncurl, stretch everything out. Make sure you're feeling good. Time to take the second side forward, stretch it through that glute stretch. Then bring the back leg in into that quad stretch. If you want more of a stretch, place the toe into the elbow crease, take the top hand over the top and reach for your mermaid pose. And you'll have more of a stretch. Nice. Or if not, just hold it with the same arm as foot. Or if you want to just keep holding it there but stretching through the back of the quad and you want a deeper stretch, swap to your opposite arm to foot and stretch it in. Good, so that is your week 3 stretching. From here, you should be even closer to the splits. You should be feeling much more confident. Your legs should be feeling much more flexy. Even if you're still nowhere near the splits, you will be feeling very flexible through those legs, and you'll be getting used to stretching each day and in a routine. Like I said, make sure you message me or comment below to tell me how you're getting on with your split stretches. If you're looking forward to week 4, then like and subscribe, and then you'll know when week 4 is coming your way.